Hello, samurai fans. I hope you like samurai movies, because I got a real good one. Possibly one of the best samurai movies you'll ever see. Made in 1964. Hideyo's first movie. Three Outlaw Samurai. The story starts off with a wandering ronin, or masterless samurai, coming across a hut with a woman bound and gagged and held hostage by three peasants. The samurai queries, has she been raped? They say, oh no, something like that. Her father is a magistrate, and he won't hear their pleas for him to stop taxing them so much. They can barely take care of themselves, and many peasants have died because of this. In a desperate attempt, they take the daughter hostage. So hopefully the magistrate will listen to them. There's no way they can get out of being punished. The samurai finds this amusing and just watches for his amusement. The magistrate learns of this and tries to take him out with his own guys, but the samurai intervenes, and because he is more skilled than all of the magistrate's men put together, they back off. And the magistrate just hires some roughnecks. His first plan backfires, and the peasants end up getting one new ally. As the film progresses, the magistrate continues to use ruthless tactics and continues to betray, harm, murder, and maim certain people to hide his shame. Because of his betrayal and his ruthless tactics, he ends up with three enemies he should not have crossed in the first place. This film is one of the greatest samurai movies for certain reasons. The acting is phenomenal. I cannot think of a single bad performance in the entire film. The photography is excellent. It's in black and white, but it's got high contrast photography, deep blacks, good whites. And don't forget why we came here in the first place, the fight scenes. The fight scenes are well choreographed and framed. It's pictorially nice. The best fight scenes are the ones at the end with all the samurai coming together. Tamba, Kikyo, and the spear guy duking out against 100 men. The spear guy is swinging it around like a boss. Tamba and Kikyo, they're slicing and dicing. Now the characters. The least interesting character is the most idealistic one. He is a Tamba guy. He is a guy who comes across the hut. He starts off like a realist, knowing that no matter what these peasants do, their goose is cooked. They're finished. Basically, they're screwed. My favorite character is the spear guy. We think he's a villain because he joins the magistrate, and he offhandedly slaughters one of the peasants when they attack him. And he says, "What a reckless fellow! Why did he do that? He must be a food bandit." But he learns that the magistrate is going to attack the peasants, and he used to be one. So he joins the peasants' side, and then he falls in love with the woman whose husband he killed, and that's an interesting part of the story. And he becomes one of the more likable per people. He's like the comic relief, only he's equally badass as the other three. Then there's the Kikyo guy. He's an interesting guy, but he's a very pompous person, and he reminds me of he looks like Bugs Bunny. He is most cynical, and he knows that no matter what the peasants do, it's not going to do a lick of good. He thinks they're idiots, and he thinks the Tama character is an idiot because he thinks that Tama thinks he's just doing a good deed, but he's just getting involved in something he shouldn't have. He's not a bad guy per se because he won't participate in harming the peasants, but he won't stop the harming of the peasants. Another character is Kikyo's girlfriend. She used to be a peasant, but she sells peasants to the magistrate as hostage to use against the peasants. She's an interesting character. What drove her that way? And the magistrate's one of the most evil men ever committed to film. To avoid embarrassment, he will betray, murder, and maim at a drop of a hat. If you kidnap his daughter, he will kill you. If you try and blackmail him, he will kill you. If you try and compromise, he will kill you. There's no reasoning with him. If he feels you're just going to be embarrassed and shamed from his clan, your goose is cooked. It's easy to sympathize with the peasants. The peasants are doing the best they can, but heck, they're tired of being oppressed. They want a change. They write a petition to the clan leader, and the magistrate does not want this news out. Also, the Roughnecks. The Roughnecks look like characters out of a comic book. They look like animals. This one guy looks like a monkey. This other guy looks like a chipmunk. It feels very comic book style in some parts. This was Hideo Goshi's first film, like I said. It feels like he's been directing for like 40 years. Not even a master director, Akira Kurosawa's first film was this technically complex and accomplished. This film has been compared to works of Western directors Sam Peckinpah and Sergio Leone. Both directors use cynicism and nihilism, and they break the mythology and the ideology of the genre. Another director I would compare Hideo Goshi to is Sergio Corbucci. For both are of idiosyncrasies, very bizarre moments, and use of bloodletting, and mutilation, and torture, that sort of thing. So for an intriguing plot, excellent fight scenes, and great acting, I highly recommend Three Samurai Outlaw. I hope to be reviewing more samurai movies. Take care.